Okay, I'm going to try to do a little demo here of my new idea with these golems. So ignore the colors, the shields, and the swords. The numbers are going to represent the resistance that these golems have to chaos. The higher the resistance, the longer they can stay out and gather materials for you, resources. So those numbers also represent how many resources they can gather before they'll return to you and bring them back. Now, you roll your dice and you're going to put the results on there. If flames can be used for 1 point of steam at the boiler, or they can be placed on any of your own golems that don't already have a resource and gain 5 points of steam, but you can't place any metals on it because it's currently working here at the boiler for you. You can't use flames on anyone else's golems, so I'm going to go ahead and use one there. And you have to use all of your dice, so I don't want to go over the number. So here I can only gather 3, and he's already got 1. So if he goes over 3 resources gathered, he's going to have to take a chaos token and put it on him, and he'll return, leaving behind anything above 3. So I'm not going to do that to myself and give myself chaos. That wouldn't make any sense. So I'm going to put a 4 here. Fortunately, I have a 2, and you have to use all your dice. So if you have to give yourself a chaos token, it just might end up being the case, but it's not necessarily going to be the case. So I've used all 3 of my golems now. I have 2 dice left. Let's see, I have a, get that focus better, a 4 quintessence, another quintessence. All right. So I can come over here, and if I give this person a 4, then they'll just get to take 4 resources home with them right away and save them until their turn. If I put a 4 here, I'm giving them some free resources too. But if I come over here and put a 4 on this one, well, that's going to add 4 resources. And a chaos token. Now I can only hold 3, so the leftover resources, are going to come off the board there. And I could do the same thing to another one of theirs here. And that would give them one last resource, since that one can hold 5. One last rare earth. And the other 3 would be left out in the wastelands. So they would take that chaos token, put it on their alchemy desk, which I didn't set up. They can take those resources from their scout and decide which metal they want it to go for. If they're going to use it to build a locomotive with steel, then they can put it over here in their steel section. They can gather these rare earths and keep them in their supply. And these 2 golems are out of play, and they'll draw 2 more. I'm going to use my deck. And so those are their new golems in play. You always have to have 3 out in play. Now, I ended up sending them back with some resources, which they can use on their next turn, but I also gave them a chaos token. Instead of giving them both of these dice, I could have used this for steam and used the 4 on here, but that would have given me a chaos token.